Hi guys, good morning. This is Srinivasan from Ideal Education School. Today, the topic we are going to discuss is railways, waterways, airways, and communications, and finally trade. So finally, the lesson came to an end by trade. Now, we are going to see railways. Railways cater to the needs of large scale movement of traffic, both for freight and passenger, thereby contributing to economic growth. Railways are considered as the backbone of the surface transport system of India. It promotes national integrations by bringing people together, and it also promotes trade, tourism, education, etc. Railways help in the commercialization of the agricultural sector by facilitating the quick movement of the perishable goods. On the basis of width of the track, the Indian railways fall under four categories: broad gauge with, with a width of 1.676 meter gauge with a width of 1 meter, and narrow gauge with a width of 0.762 meter, and light gauge with 0.610 meters. The arrival of Konkan Railway Corporation KRC Mass Rapid Transit System MRTS metro and suburban railways provide easy and efficient means of transport in railway field. Now we are going to see about Konkan Railways. One of the important achievements of Indian Railways has been the construction of Konkan Railways in 1998. It connects Roha in Maharashtra to Mangaluru in Karnataka, and the track measures 760 km. It is considered as an engineering marvel. It is one of the interior question. Engineering marvel is Konkan Railway. On its routes, the railway crosses 146 rivers and streams, nearly 2000 bridges and 73 tunnels. Asia's longest tunnel, nearly 6.44 km long, is in this route. The stages of Maharashtra, Goa and Karnataka are the partners are in this undertaking. These states all get an important in Konkan railway route. The rail link between Banial in Jammu region and Quasigan in Kashmir Valley was opened in 2013. This rail line passes under the Pir Panjal range through a 11.2 kilometer long tunnel. The metro in Kolkata is the first one in India. It is also called Mass Rapid Transit System. It means MRTS. As of September 2018, India has 507 km of operational metro lines and 381 stations. Pipeline transport. Pipelines provided a very convenient mode of transport to connect oil and natural gas fields, refineries, and to the markets. It can be laid through difficult terrain as well as underwater. It ensures steady supply of goods and reduce the transshipment losses and delays are the major advantages of the pipeline transport. Oil field is Upper Assam to Kanpur, from Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab, and gas pipeline from Hazira in Gujarat to Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh are the three important large network of pipeline in the country. And finally, we are going to see waterways. A waterway is an important mode of transport for both passenger and cargo traffic in India. It is the oldest and also the cheapest mean of transport and most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky materials from one country to another. Inland waterways. India has an extensive network of inland waterways in the form of rivers, canals, lakes and backwaters. The major national waterways are National Waterway 1. It extends between Haldia and Allahabad. And number 2, This waterway includes the stretch of the Brahmaputra river between Dhubri and Sadia. And 3. This waterway extends between Kollam and Kottapuram in the state of Kerala. Oceanic routes. Oceanic routes play an important role in the transport sector of India's economy. About 95% of India's foreign trade by volume and 70% by value moves through ocean routes. Coastal shipping plays an important role in transport of bulk goods in India. Shipping is not only the most economical mode of transport, it is also an environment friendly mode. There are 13 major and 200 minor or intermediate ports in India. India has 4 major shipyards: Hindustan Shipyard in Visakhapatnam, Garden Reach Workshop in Kolkata, Mazagon Dock in Mumbai, Kochi Shipyard in Kochi. India is the second largest ship owning country in the Asia and ranks 16th in the world. And last transport, air transport. Airways are the quickest, costliest, most modern and comfortable mean of transport. Air transport facilitates connectivity on a national, regional and international. Air transport in India made a beginning of 18th February 1918 when Henry Pickwick carried a mail from Allahabad to Naini. Domestic airways fly within the boundaries of a country, and international airways connect major cities of the world. The Indian Airlines and Air India are the two airline services run by the government of India. Indian Airlines provided the domestic air services and Air India provide international air services. Pawan Horn Helicopter Limited. Pawan Horns Helicopter Limited has been providing helicopter support services to the petroleum sector, including ONGC and Oil India Limited. It is a public sector company based in New Delhi. Airports Authority of India, AAI. Airports Authority of India was constituted in 1995. It provides security to Indian airports. AAI under the Ministry of Civil Aviation is responsible for creating, upgrading, maintaining and managing civil aviation's infrastructure in India. Another important heading, communication. Communication is a process that involves change of informations, thoughts and ideas. Communications is categorized into personal and mass communications. First we check that the personal communications. The exchange of information between the individuals is called personal communications. The exchange of information between the individuals is called personal communication. It includes post and telegraphy service, telephone, mobile phone, short message services, fax, internet, email, etc. The postal service was opened to the public in the country in 1837. The first Indian postal stamp was issued in 1852 in Karachi. Collecting and delivering mail is the primary function of the Department of Post. Mass communication system. Mass communications enable millions of people to get the information at the same time. They are print media and electronic media. Now first we see electronic media. Radio broadcasting in India was started in 1923 by the Radio Club of Bombay. It was named as All India Radio. It means air. In 1936 and again it was renamed as Akashvani in 1957. Television. Television network in India is known as Doordarshan, DD, it means DD, which started Common National Program CNP services and it is extended to the backward and remote rural areas. Internet. Social media are interactive computer mediated technologies that facilitate the creation and sharing of information, ideas, career, interest and other forms of expressions via virtual communities and networks. With over 460 million internet users, India is the second largest online market, ranked only behind China. Print media. Newspapers are the most common but powerful means of communications come under print media. India has many newspapers which carry information on local, national and international events to the people. And satellite communication. The communication through satellites emerged as a new era in communication in our country after the establishment of Indian Space Research Organization ISRO in 1969. So ISRO established on 1969. Satellite system in India can be grouped into two: the Indian National Satellite System INSAT and the Indian Remote Sensing Satellite System IRS. The INSAT series, GSAT series, Kalpana 1, HAMSAT, EduSat are the major communication satellite used for communication purpose. GSAT 7A is the recent launched on December 19, 2018 for communication program. INSAT 1B launched on 13th August 1983 is the first communication satellite in INSAT series. Trade. Trade is an important phenomenon that decides the economic growth of a country. Trade is an act or process of buying, selling, or exchanging of goods and services. The primitive method of trade was known as the barter system, where goods were exchanged for goods. Types of trades. Trade is generally two types. They are internal and international. The trade carried on within the domestic territory of a country is termed as internal trade. The same time, if it carried on external services, it is called international trade. First, the trade between any two countries is called the bilateral trade, and trade between more than two countries is called the multilateral trade. Exports. The major exports of India are tea, marine products, ores and minerals, leather products, gems and jewels, sport goods, chemical and related products, plastics and rubber articles, articles of stones, plaster, cement, asbestos, mica, glassware, paper and related products, base metals, optical, medical and surgical instruments, electronic items, machinery, office equipments, textiles and allied products. These all are India exported to other countries. Imports. The major imports are petroleum products, precious stones and semi-precious stones, gold and telecom instruments. India's trade performance. The volume of India's foreign trade has increased many-fold since independence. During 2008 to 9, the volume of trade was 8,40,755 crores and it rose into 10,39,797 crores in 2016 to 17. The import during 2008 to 9 was 13,74,436 crores and was with the deficit of 40,679 crores. The import during 2016-17 rose to 13,96,352 crores and was with the deficit of 3,56,555 crores. It reveals that not only the balance of trade is unfavorable but also the increase in the level of deficit. Okay guys, our lesson came to an end. Once recall from the beginning by your own. Don't skip it. It will really useful to you. Thank you guys. I will meet you on following videos. Bye bye from Srinivasan.